the benefit of suppressing the virus for the patients enrolled. As well as last month, UN member states, heads of state of all countries that are members of the UN body, signed on the dotted line that they would reach 30 million people with life-saving treatment by 2020. Well, 1/3 of the treatment gap lives in West and Central Africa. So we cannot be blind anymore to what's happening in that region. And also, I just want to touch upon the low coverage aspect. In hospitals where we work, even in CAR, whether the HIV prevalence is below 5%, but 85% of the hospital-based deaths are due to HIV. An astonishing number of people die within the first 24 hours of being admitted into care because they are presenting so late, because there is not treatment available. But it is not a place where treatment can't be available. We know it can.
There is a problem of adherence, but there's a problem of access as well. Because we speak now about countries of Western and Central Africa.
They were pulled out for development. At first,
you heard in this conference a big success story. In South Africa, there's almost no child, it's between 1% and 2%, about 1.5% of children born from an HIV-positive mother get the disease. Well, it's not at all the picture in that region. Today, almost half of all children born with HIV in the world are coming from that region. Again, a product of the neglect of that region. And we are very scared at MSF that by 2020, we fix all 9 objectives. By 2020, the window of opportunity will be closed, and those countries will be left to their fate with a huge burden of the HIV epidemic.
But we are saying that whether it's an emergency context, or whether it is a context that is considered unstable, or whether it is a neglected area such as in West and Central Africa, there is no excuse not to treat. So at this moment, we have zero tolerance for the inaction that is happening, and we have zero intolerance for essentially what will be bold-faced lies to meet these incredibly ambitious goals to reach 30 million people on treatment by 2020, unless we see the gearing up and the putting up of much needed funds and political action as well as programmatic support on the ground.